Hi guys, it's Kong again. Last time we already uploaded the video about how to cut some of the vegetables. Now we are going to show you how to make a proper, beautiful entree for dinner together. A lot of cooking is not that difficult, but it just requires a lot of time and experience sometimes. Okay, remember the last video we cut a lot of onion, celery, and carrot. Okay, we are going to use that so we don't waste any of the ingredients. And we're going to use that into our Italian creamy rice together, and we're going to use that into our mashed potato pancake together. Okay, first we have to think about what takes longer time to cook. So rice always take about at least 15 to 20 minutes to cook. So we have some rice. Okay, what it is with the rice over here that have been soaked in the water for about 15 to 20 minutes. This is the Japanese rice. They absorb more water. So I soak them for 15 to 20 minutes. So they suck in more water. So when you cook, they will become more fluffier and easier to cook. Then when the ratio of water is 1 cup of rice, 2 cups of water. Okay, but it's very important to soak them for about 15 minutes to 20 minutes. Then we are going to put them over here in the stove to cooking in the high temperature for about 15 minutes. Okay, so we just let them be, let the rice cook. Okay, now we're going to do the salmon. Okay, the salmon, we are going to use a little bit of the seasoning salt. We're going to sprinkle them evenly on the salmon. Okay. Okay, and then we're going to get some garlic romano seasoning. So they're basically garlic and cheese flavor seasoning. Okay. Okay, we're going to get some garlic powder. Okay, so those flavor is going to absorb into the salmon. We're going to do it both sides. Okay. Okay, now we have seasoned the fish. Now we get to dip them with egg and flour and panko together. Okay, panko is a Japanese black crumb. It's like American one, but they're more crunchier. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to crack the 2 eggs. Okay, we're going to beat the egg up. Okay, and then we'll flour over here. We're going to sprinkle some flour over here. And then we're going to make some flour with some Italian seasoning. Just some kind of herb. So you give the flour extra flavor. Okay, so we're going to dip this into the flour. Okay. Okay. So one hand you will have the egg dip into the fish, and one hand you're going to have your hand dipping into the flour and panko so they don't stick together. Okay. So right now, then we have the other hand going to rotate them into the flour. Okay. So the fish cover evenly into the flour. And that, okay? Okay, same thing go over here. And we're going to do that 2 times. So we're going to put that one back into the egg. Because we're going to dip them into the panko now. So they will have a double layer. One from the flour to protect the seasoning and the flavor of the fish. The other layer of the panko is going to protect the moist when you cook the fish. So we are going to have that. And then we're going to dip them back into here. Okay? And we're going to crush them a little bit. Okay. So we're going to put them back in the cutting board. Okay? So you want to make sure the panko stay. Okay? Okay, same thing. We dip it with the egg again. See, I made a mistake. I'm using both hands again on the flour and egg, so my hands all sticking with flour and egg and panko, but it's okay. They're very easy to come out. So we want to dip the fish evenly like that. Okay. Okay, so we have all this one. You see how they lay out? So when you finish to cook them, they will be moist inside, won't be dry, and then you will be crunchy on the outside. Okay, so we have all the salmon crusted already. We put a little more. Put a little more. So we want to crust them. Now let me clean up my hand. Now we're going to grill them really quick in a medium fire with some butter. Okay, you just want them to be a little bit crusty, and then we're going to bake them to finish. So we got a little bit butter. Okay, we just put them on the grill. When the grill is hot, then we turn it to medium fire. Okay, so this is all done over here. We'll clean up this area first. At the same, you have to try to do multiple things at the same time. So the fish and other entree, they will come up all finished at the same time as the dinner prepared. So that's where the timing is going to lead a lot. You know how long it's going to take each thing and what will it take to cook them. So we're going to have some butter. We're going to saute this, all the diced vegetable that we have cooked so far, okay? So we're going to saute them. We want to saute them about halfway done because they're going to be infused with the rice and the mashed potato together. So we're going to cook them in medium heat. And now this skillet is kind of hot now, so we're going to moving them up front. Turn that to hot and this to medium. And we're going to put the salmon over here. Okay, make sure that all the butter is evenly on the grill. Okay. So we just let them cook a little bit. While in the meantime, we're going to cook the onion and celery in cold. This takes about approximately 5 minutes for the vegetable. And the salmon should be about a minute on each side. So when they begin to turn golden color, you are not cooking the salmon all the way here. You're just cooking the salmon sear outside, so they're kind of crispy. So you don't want to sear them. Okay. So when they turn golden, you want to flip them. Okay. So you have to make sure that the temperature is not too hot. You want to be a medium-high heat. Okay. Now you see where the rice cooking should be done in the next 10 minutes, where the fish cooking and where the vegetable cooking. So we can assemble everything together in one speed. So now you can see they begin to turn golden color, just a little bit tiny longer. Then we're going to turn them to the other side, okay? As this one is already done, you can see it turned to golden color over here now. So we are going to flip the other as they go. Okay, this one too. Okay. And then we'll flip this one. Okay. And then we're going to try out this one too. Okay, so you want them to be golden color like this color. So this is going to take a little bit more time. So but they're not all the way done. They just sear on the outside and crispy. Okay. So we're going to let the salmon cook more And we're going to saute this vegetable over here. So you want to stir them evenly. Now, you check on the salmon again. You make sure they're not overburned. So they're good. Just a little bit there. Okay. So approximately about a minute and a half on each side on the salmon until they turn golden color on a medium high heat. So, and then we turn on the oven at 350 degrees. Okay. So then we are going to put the salmon in there in the next couple of minutes and bake them to finish. So the reason we do that is if we just cook all the salmon on the grill, the salmon will dry out really fast, okay, and the outside will get burnt. But now we only grill the outside to crispy, and then we bake them to finish. They will be moist inside and they will be crispy on the outside, okay? So now we have about that. And this side is also turning golden now, so we can just put that into this oven. And approximately take about another 10 to 15 minutes to be done. Okay, now your vegetable is all sauteing. And your rice is all cooking right now. Okay. So the rice is all cooking here. The vegetable is cooking. You want to cook them a little longer, a little bit softer, because especially carrot take a longer time to cook because the texture is just harder. So just let them keep simmering over here. Okay. And here I have some leftover mashed potato that I use. As you cook at home, you always have leftover. So you want to know how are you going to use the leftover? So you have to be creative. That's why I have the leftover mashed potato over here. Okay? So we're going to infuse the mashed potato with the celery and carrot and onion, and we seasoning them. Okay? So this is going to get a little bit messy, so I'm going to get a pair of gloves. So the mashed potato doesn't stick on my hand all the time. Okay? Okay, everything else is cooking right now. So everything should be ready in the next 15 minutes. So that's the rice, then we'll do some cream sauce back. Like this and that. Now first, we're going to mix this mashed potato into different flavors. Okay? This is just an instant mashed potato you can buy at Walmart or Dillon, anything. But it's leftover, so they're drier, okay? So they're not that fluffy, and that's good. That's what we want. We don't want them to have too much water. We want them to be dry, okay? Okay, what we're going to do, we have about, I would say we have about 2 cups of mashed potato over here. And then we are going to put 1 teaspoon of the garlic over it, okay? And then we are going to put 1 teaspoon of the cheese, actually 2 teaspoons of the Parmesan cheese in there, okay? So, and then we also want to put some garlic romano seasoning over here, just 1 teaspoon, okay? So they will have some cheesy flavor in there, okay? Now, we want to mix them all up together, okay? Okay, we want to mix them evenly, so the seasoning will be going evenly. Okay? And then we are going to get the sauté vegetable we had earlier. That is about done right now. we're going to take about half of it into here. Okay, the other half is going to be going with the rice together. Okay, so we're going to mix them together. Okay, there we go. Right. So this is pretty easy. You guys can all make this at home and find a way to use up all the leftover, make it to a beautiful dish. So you see there, you begin to add color to the thing, and it looks like Christmas. So, and then remember the flour that we have earlier, we don't want to waste them. They have very good flavor from what we're dipping with the Italian seasoning and everything. So we want to form this, okay, very gently into a small, about 4-ounce ball, and then you want to pat them, okay, and you want to dip them with the flour, just the flour, okay. So you want the flour evenly cover on the mashed potato. Then you just make a few more. Okay, right here. If you're watching this at home, your kid will love this, and you can try to teach them to make it together, and you're not going to any waste. So this will be a very good method for you to reuse some of the things you can use at home and you hate to throw away. And you'll be very simple, very easy to make.
Sorry, I'm not sure what you said.
Okay, so like this over here. Okay, so you see we'll make it to about 6 of them. Okay, and we are going to pan fry sear them. Okay, now let me find a skillet. It's getting more golden. We're just going to transfer them to here so we can do that. Salmon, and we can cooking stuff into it. We're going to pan fry sear the mashed potato. You don't want it too hot because the potato is going to burn. The flour is covering it. It's just to protect the potato. You want to have enough butter so they will turn golden. Okay. Then you want to carefully lay the potato over it. It's going to turn a golden color on the outside. And this one takes less time than the salmon, okay? After all, it's a mashed potato. So it's already cooked. So you just want it to be crispy and you want to bake it again with the same steamer method at a time. Okay? So let this cook for about a minute. Make sure the butter is going over it, and then we flip to the other side. Now, the sauté vegetable and the rice is done. We are going to make some cream sauce to mix with the rice, to infuse with the rice, okay? So we have heavy whipping cream, okay? And we are going to have some chicken base. So, So what we do right now, okay, I'm going to turn this back on to about medium heat. I'm going to add about 2 teaspoons of the chicken base in there. The butter already in there. And then we're going to add some more garlic. Another teaspoon of the garlic. We're going to add some Italian seasoning. About 1 teaspoon too. Okay. We're going to let this cook up a little bit, and then we're going to add the cream in there. As you see, the rice is already done, so we're going to toss the rice together. So we're going to get creamy rice. Okay. So let this cook for a minute. We're going to put on the potato right now. Okay. So as you see, we have to be very careful turning them. The potato is going to turn brown color. See, they become golden now. Okay, it's going to take a little bit more time on some of the areas. So we're going to let them take a little bit longer. Okay. Don't try to rush it, especially when it comes to cooking. So we let this. Okay. And then we're going to add cream. Okay, I have about approximately 1.5 cup of rice, so I use 3 cups of water. Now for the sauce, for the cream rice, I'm going to have about 2 cups of cream, okay? It's 1 cup, and then here is 2 cups, okay? It's okay to have more cream, because as you put the rice in there, it's going to absorb, okay? The rice is going to suck it all in later on. So now we just let this boiling down. And then we're going to test the flavor later on. So we are going to have this turn. Okay. Okay. You can see they all turn golden. Okay. I call them the potato pancake, but I have to come up with a better name for it. Okay. So just cook for the other side, and we're going to same thing. We're going to flavor this along with the salmon. Okay. So we get some vegetable, we get some starches, and we get some rice. We get the beautiful salmon coming together. So we're almost all finishing it. In the next 5-10 minutes, we will have a beautiful lunch or dinner. Okay, now the vegetable and the cream is cooking more soft now. Remember to cook the cream in medium heat. Don't go high heat because they get burned and boil up really fast. Okay? When they boil, they will begin to reduce. And now we are going to cut the rice that we cook in there. Let me get towel. Okay. We're going to put the rice that we cook into the cream. You see the rice get really fluffy and white because we soak them for 15 to 20 minutes. We take our time to preparing them. So, one thing cooking on the stove is difficult because sometimes you burn the bottom of the rice. It's better to use a rice cooker. So we put the rice in there. Now we want to mix them all up. Okay? So the cream already flavored enough already. So, and this according to people. Some people like it more creamy, then you can put more cream in it. Some people like it more soft, okay? Or some people like more peppery, then add more pepper there. It's very adjustment to how you prefer. But this one, we have some garlic seasoning, we have butter, then we saute with the vegetable, we have some Italian herb with some chicken base. So it's supposed to be very, very beautiful. Now it's all cream. Now we can just turn it off. Now we begin to assembling everything we have made earlier. Okay? We want to put it beautifully. Okay? So everything is done. Now we'll put them together. Okay. Look at our beautiful golden crispy salmon over here. And then now we have our mashed potato that is also golden and crispy on the outside. Now we have the rice So first off, I like to put the rice together first. I like to use a little cup. And then just stick them a little back so make sure they're tight and fold them all over so they have a little shape when it comes out. Okay. Well, food had to taste good, also had to look good, so it's more appetizing and more attractive to the children. Okay, in a lot of time, in my cooking career, a lot of time people don't eat it. Either they don't know what it is or it's not attractive enough to them, so they don't want it. Now we're going to put the mashed potato on it too. Okay, so this one have a little texture, and we still have the mashed potato form to it. So crispy on the outside, soft in the inside, and we have the flavor that we seasoned it, so it's not too plain. And we have the vegetable inside, the same vegetable we use for the rice. So we're using every ingredient we have. Okay, like that. Okay, now we're going to put the salmon on top of it now. Okay, so salmon is right here. I'm going to plate it right. So you see how crusty they are, and so they will be good, and they're still moist inside. Okay, so for this salmon, you can either make some cream sauce, or you can just top with some garnish with cheese. For this time, I'm going to top with some parsley and Parmesan cheese and garlic seasoning together. So I'm going to peel off some of this. Okay, I'm going to keep that light and simple because whereas the rice is pretty heavy and creamy. So I don't want to make any more cream sauce. No, I want to keep this light and refresh them. So I'm going to slice the parsley up. Small. Cheese over here. We are going to take a little bit of cheese. Okay. Just tiny, about 1 tablespoon of cheese. And then we're going to take some garlic powder. I would say about 1 teaspoon of the garlic powder will be enough. So it's just for less, about half teaspoon, half teaspoon. And then we're going to infuse this with the parsley together, okay? We're gonna mix them all up. Okay, we're gonna toss them on top of the fish and the plate, so give a good color and presentation to the food. And also, the cheese and garlic flavor is gonna be top over the fish. So. Okay, and as you all can see how nice color they have and nutritional value with all the vegetable and salmon. So, and that will be all for today, and I look forward to see you guys all next time. Please keep checking out my YouTube video in the next couple of weeks. Thank you.